What's up, Cozy Gamers? I'm back and we are finally leaving the cold winter months behind. And with the coming warmth comes a slew of new cozy games. So today we're going to go through a bunch of new cozy games that you cannot miss this month in March. But before we get into that list, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any more cozy gaming content in the future. It really helps out the channel. Having said that, let's jump in. First up is a game that came out just the other day, but I wanted to include it in this list because it piqued my interest immediately. Shashingo, a mix of the word shashin, meaning picture, and go, the suffix for language, is an edutainment game that aims to teach you Japanese words and phrases through visual photography, making it easier to remember words through association. If you didn't know, I lived in Japan for 10 years and speak Japanese, and I know many others want to learn themselves. Well, this might be the perfect opportunity. You can try it out yourself on Steam or Nintendo Switch right now. Next is another late February title out now, and it's none other than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, exclusively on PlayStation. Now, some of you might be thinking, this isn't a cozy game, but I promise you, it is. Aside from the battling and story, which I won't get into for spoilers' sake, there is a lot of light fun to be had, and Rebirth adds even more of that cozy charm than the first. There's lots of open-world exploration to be had in this follow-up, as well as fun side quests and mini-games featuring iconic and cute creatures like Moogles and Chocobos. There's even a card game called Queen's Blood that is quite addicting, as well as a photo mode that you can use to take cute pictures with stamps, frames, and more. The demo is available now, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Next up is the Brew Barons, coming to Steam today. We've had a lot of cozy games revolving around trains, but this one is for the plane fanatics out there. While on the surface it looks like a flying simulator, it's much more than that. Your goal is to explore, forage, craft, sell, and deliver your own handcrafted brews. When you're not flying, you'll be at your brewery blending ingredients, distilling and fermenting, and designing bottles, all to bring fame to your establishment. There is also an in-depth customization mechanic for your craft, and even the pilots you choose to man your plane have an effect on your flights based off their individual strengths and weaknesses. And on those flights, you'll soar through beautiful landscapes over cities and seas, and perhaps encounter some air pirates along the way. Look up and out for this one. Let's transport ourselves back in time to Studio 54 with Disco Simulator on Steam. This tycoon game will put you in the role of club manager as you build your own personal club your way. Arrange furniture, hire staff, invite artists, put on concerts, and more. Depending on the manager you choose at the start of the game, you'll even get added benefits like bonuses to bartending, organizing concerts, or customer satisfaction. This makes for great replayability, so get into the groove March 5th. Now, I'm a little unsure of this next game's actual release date, as it should be March 5th, but it says April 2024 on their Steam page. I'm gonna stick to the March date, but either way, I can confidently say it's coming out soon, smiley face. Yolk Heroes A Long Tamago not only has a great name, tamago means egg in Japanese, it looks to harken back to games of yesteryear with its black and white pixel Game Boy aesthetic. While it is a turn-based RPG, it seems like it'll be a short romp, which might be good for those of you intimidated by the 80+ hours most JRPGs take. Be sure to check this one out on Steam. Next up is a game that looks so fun and relaxing, and that is Taxi Life, a city driving simulator, coming to Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox on March 7th. Set in the beautiful city of Barcelona, you'll drive clients to various destinations as you interact with them and fulfill their request. The better you do, the more experience you'll get to use in your skill tree. You'll also be able to customize your car colors, parts, and more. What I really like about this game is how you can switch between third and first person view. First person making it much easier to take in the sights as you make your way around. I'm the type of person who wouldn't normally get into a taxi or an Uber because I'm afraid of getting murdered, don't ask. But I think this is a taxi I'd be okay with getting in. Now onto an early access release with Time to Morp, coming to Steam on March 7th. This game is a bright and colorful sandbox colony sim that you can play alone or with up to 3 friends. The titular morps are cute and unique creatures that you can befriend and have help you build, gather resources, and aid in exploration.
This game includes the works: decorating, terraforming, planting, and more. There are even tools you can build and collect to automate everything, including zip lines for faster travel. Of course, there are other inhabitants who you will meet and who will send you out to complete tasks, as well as join you in adventuring. Time to Morp looks promising, so please be sure to check this one out. Another March 7th release, Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley is a melodical storybook adventure set in the titular Moomin Valley, as its harmony is threatened by the industrious park keeper. You take on the role of Snufkin, armed with the harmonica, as you use your wits to solve musical and environmental puzzles. This game is narratively driven, and you will meet over 50 charming characters on your journey, who fans of Moomin are sure to be excited to see. Check this one out on all consoles. Next up is another early access release called Stellar Settlers: Space Base Builders, which releases on Steam March 11th. In it, you'll have to face the harsh elements of 5 different planets as you build both vertically and horizontally. Collect materials to craft an escape ship and unlock new settlers with their own set of unique skills to aid you in your endeavors. What's interesting about this game is that each planet in each playthrough is procedurally generated, meaning each playthrough will be different. They've also stated that upon full access release, they will be adding more planets to explore. Blast off with this one soon. Earth is flooded and the planet is doomed, but there's still time to enjoy the view in high water. Coming to Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox March 14th. This story-driven adventure totes an interesting isometric turn-based puzzle combat system, which is not only a mouthful to say, but something I'm super intrigued by. You'll fight in classic turn-based combat, but can use the environment to give you the advantage by, for example, knocking down a tree on an enemy or hiding behind a car for cover. With the right tactics, you should be able to make it off this untenable planet and reach Mars, a supposed safe haven. On the way to the evacuation rocket, you'll travel many waterways, visit many islands and their locals, and unravel the story of Nikos and his friends. Will you make it before liftoff? Find out soon. I'll keep this next one short, as I'm sure many of you already know this game, and because I covered its Steam release back in December. House Flipper 2 is coming to PlayStation and Xbox on March 21st. Now you can renovate and build houses on the big screen, so get to flipping. This next one is for the girlies and the gays, so I hope you're ready for Princess Peach Showtime, coming out on March 22nd on Nintendo Switch. This one has me so excited, as I'm a huge Peach fan. Mario Party? Peach. Mario Kart? Peach. That's my girl. And the last time she had her own game with Super Princess Peach, her power was her emotions. Because she's a woman. Get it? Her abilities were literally to get mad and cry. But in the new title, Peach gets multiple abilities granted by different costumes, which fits in perfectly with the stage play aesthetic. From ninja to cowboy to mermaid to detective to thief. You'll never get bored with the variety of looks and abilities Peach has at her disposal, not to mention the magical ribbon granted to her by Stella, her new companion. Showtime is soon, y'all, so don't miss out on this one. Go, go, go! Go Fight Fantastic is coming to Steam March 26th. In this fast-paced, lighthearted, and vibrantly hand-drawn hack and slash, you can play alone or team up with up to 2 friends locally or online to protect your home, Bird Planet. You'll find yourself in picturesque landscapes where you'll take on hordes of foes. But fear not, even if you're not playing with friends, you can swap between 4 different characters on the fly, allowing you to adapt to any danger. Upgrade your team along the way and find what combos work best for you. This game also has procedurally generated maps, so it has that added variety on replays. So don't sleep on this one. Next up is a game that mixes fully rendered 3D environments with hand-drawn animation in a stunning display of the beauty of indie games, and that is Open Roads, coming to all platforms March 28th. You'll follow Tess, who along with her mother has embarked on a road trip to unlock hidden family secrets and forgotten memories. But the focus is more on the developing relationship between a mother and daughter, a pair who hasn't always seen eye to eye. As you'd expect from a visual novel game, there are a lot of dialogue options through which to glean more about who these two are as people, and you'll explore various locations in first-person perspective. What is this family's biggest secret? And what is the mom trying not to remember? You'll have to find out soon for yourself. Did that girl just drill through that monster's head? Yes, Yes, she did. Pepper Grinder, coming to Switch March 28th, is a 2D platformer that looks fast and clean, with you going through different locales with your trusty Pepper Grinder, digging through just about everything. Face off against foes and mighty bosses while enjoying the collectathon aspect we know and love from platformers. I can't say for sure, but I have a feeling that this game is going to be a little tricky a la Celeste or Hollow Knight, but I guess time will tell. If you're unsure, check out the demo, also available on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And finally, last on our list on the last day of March is Omega Crafter, releasing on Steam in early access. Omega Crafter is an open-world survival crafting game that honestly reminds me a bit of Palworld, but that's because it's coming out so soon after, I think. You can play with friends, but even in single player, you're not alone. That's because you'll have Grammy, programmable robots that will fight alongside you, build for you, and anything else you program them to do. And that's the thing, you actually do program them, albeit in a simplified way. But I can't help but find that so fascinating. This game has really cute visuals too, and a promising concept, so let's hope it'll develop into something great.
And there you have it, all of the cozy games you can look forward to this month. I feel like there's a lot of variety this month, some RPGs, some survival builders, there's a lot to choose from. So be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're most looking forward to, or if you think I missed anything good in this video. Until next time, cozy gamers, stay cute.